Hey, Team Revive. I got list of card teeth. Sorry about that. How are you guys? Listen, I am pumped to talk to you. I was going to do a Zoom tonight. Hold on, I got to make sure that don't happen again. Okay, I was going to do a Zoom tonight with you guys for Tuesday training, but I woke up, had a moment. I felt like fire. I felt like passion. I felt like all the things. And I didn't want to wait till tonight. And I didn't want to do a Zoom. And I didn't want any of that. I wanted right now to talk to you guys while I'm hot, while the words are coming, while I've got something inside of me and on my heart. But listen, I am not a uniformed, organized, flow from the heart girl. I am got a passion up inside of me, gotta go right now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this is my notes right here. This is my scribbles of passion. There's no theme to this. There is no direction to this. What I have for you is things that I've done, things that others have done that I've learned from, notes from convention, from Bob Heilig, from Jennifer Leith, from amazing flipping people that I love and admire, things that I've just wrote down that have helped me. It's scrambled up golden nuggets. And if you use them, doesn't matter if you write them down if you don't use them. If you use them, then you will go to the top of the company. I believe that 100%. So many people reach out whenever you hit the rank of Emerald. Just be prepared because all of you that are watching will reach that rank of Emerald. People reach out, how did you do it? And what is your tricks? And what were your numbers? And blah, blah, blah. And I love that we are one Plexus and that we share these things with each other and all of that. But here's the thing. I didn't do any big glamorous thing. And by the way, I didn't hit Emerald because I have life on the road and I'm a full-time traveler and all that. I grew my business all the way to Senior Ruby in a small town as a small town girl with a smaller network than most have. I grew my network though. I plugged into these trainings and I worked and it was consistent and I lived in a small town in a little red barn and I was a big old nobody. But I grew my business to Senior Ruby and you can do it too. And you can go diamond without living full time in an RV. So if that's in anybody's head, go ahead and plop it on out because as that has helped me grow my network, of course, it has helped me so much. There's a whole lot of people, I almost said 1 billion, but that would be exaggerating. They go diamond and they don't live this lifestyle. Okay, so let's start out by no excuses. Okay, and I am sassy, and for some reason I went through a stage where I felt like I needed to tone that down and be eloquent and eloquent. I think I mean to say eloquent and elegant and all the things, and I'm not. That's not me. I am wild and sporadic and crazy and passionate. And so I'm going to flow in my giftings today in hopes that it'll help some of you guys. Whatever your giftings are, if you learn to flow in them, you'll be successful. Period. So figure that out. But anyways, okay. First of all, I'm going to start out just asking you something. When you woke up this morning, what was the first thought that you had? And be real with yourself. Write it down. What was the first thought that you had? Most mornings, I'm being completely honest with you, before this Bob Heilig training that changed my world, I woke up and my first thought was, I didn't get enough sleep. And it could make me teary because I just thought, I just need more sleep. I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired. Does anybody else have those thoughts? Okay, write that down. That's your first thought in the morning. That will direct your day, by the way. That'll direct your day. Okay, so I am going to look over my notes, see what I've already talked about, which was nothing in my notes. Okay, I'm just going to give you a few tidbits of things you have to go to diamond. I know I'm not a diamond. I don't have that title, but I am a diamond. I've already claimed it. I'm going there. God told me on the plane ride from Vegas back home that I was supposed to prep for Sapphire in July and run for Sapphire in August. And guys, I'm not even hitting Emerald rank right now. My points are below Emerald right now. So that's funny and laughable, but I'm probably going to do it because he told me to do it. And because if you don't run and if you don't do things fearless, then you're never going to grow. Anyways, you got to have passion. Tip number 1, you got to have passion. What does that mean? What are you passionate about? Are you passionate about your family? Yeah. Do you share about it with passion? Yeah, because you love them. Would you fight for them? Heck yes, you would. God. You're passionate about God. Most of us are so passionate about God. I love our team. I love how we love Jesus out loud. Well, you know what? If you don't have passion for Plexus, you won't go to the top. You just won't. People know when you're faking it. So if you're not passionate about it, either find your passion or don't expect to go to the top. Just enjoy the products. And if that's you, cool. Seriously, cool. But if you want to bless your family financially, if you want to follow crazy dreams, then you got to be passionate about it and unapologetically passionate about it. So where's your passion? What has it done for you? Write it down. Hang it up all over where you see it visibly. Brooke Elwood put something on her team page today, and one of her girls, Caitlin, was struggling with eczema. And Brooke mentioned that eczema was something that I had struggled with, and I forgot about that until the other day, and I was cutting a pineapple, and I literally was like, said out loud, thank you, Jesus. Because before, I was unable to cut up any fruit because my hands were fire. They were cut open all the time, and I couldn't cut up fruit for my kids. And I would buy the little packs that I didn't have to do it, that was already cut up, that aren't even good for them because they're in sugary juice, because I couldn't cut up pineapples. Whatever. It's little things. I'm passionate about that. That's a big deal to me. I'm passionate about it. Where's your passion? Another tip is your why. Guys, these are basic things, but if you don't apply them, then they're not going to do you any good. What is your why? Why are you sharing? That changes, and there can be several whys. So don't feel overwhelmed by that. A lot of people are like, I don't know my why. They've been thinking about it for nights, can't figure it out. And it's because we've made such a big deal about it. It doesn't have to be perfect and polished and beautiful and dramatic. And I've got like 20 whys, and they change all the time. But today, what is your why? Why? Why do you take it? Why do you share it? Why are you trying to grow yourself financially? By the way, I'm going to respond to all these comments, and I'm going to probably look back at them. But what's your why? If you don't have a why, then don't post, because it's going to be fake. And nobody's got time for that. Nobody wants to see that. Facebook is not a commercial. Figure out your why. My why today is because right now in the background, I'll just show you. Right now in the background is The Greatest Showman playing. And we just discovered this. I know we're late to the game. I'm kind of a rebel. But my kids wanted to get this movie. They saw it at their cousin's house, and they wanted to get this movie. And so my kids are seeing somebody else on a movie chase their dreams and write a story. And I'm not going to let that person be the one that my kids look up to. Yes, Krista, I stayed awake for the whole thing. And I love it. Life-changing movie, by the way. You should watch it. But I'm not going to let that movie be what my kids see and what my kids are inspired from. They're going to be inspired watching me. And that doesn't mean I'm going to leave them out or be annoyed by them because I'm so busy working. That means I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to use time management. And when I'm working, they know that that's what I'm doing. And when I'm not working, my phone is off, put away, and they are number one in my life. Time management is a whole nother thing, guys. And it's something that I can say that I do pretty dadgum well. After a lot of failing and a lot of feeling guilty and a lot of doing it wrong, I've got it figured out. So if you need some help with it, ask me. That's a gifting that I've got that I want to share with the world. Be unapologetic about your giftings. Okay, those are upside down and the wrong way. Okay, consistency. I know it's so basic, but it's true, guys. Consistency with your products. Start right there. If you're not consistent on your products, then you cannot even talk about if they work for you. If you've not tried the products consistently for 90 days with the help of your upline, not ignoring your upline, Out of guilt that you're skipping them, don't feel guilty. We love you. We are not mad at you if you have quit taking the products or if you don't take them consistently or whatever. We love you. We want to help you. Just a little commercial there. You've got to be consistent with them, period. And if things aren't working for you, that does not mean the products aren't working. It means we need to change up the time, what you're taking, what you're eating, what you're doing with your life, how you're exercising. It all goes hand in hand. We know this. Be consistent. Be consistent in your posting. Be consistent in your sharing. Just be a consistent person in general. You know, whenever you're in public, people are watching you. And I always thought that's, you know, we've got to have our best face on in public. But you know what? That shifted for me in this last year of totally wrecking my world and my life and living full-time in an RV. That's changed for me. My biggest priority is who I am right inside this camper. Who I am right here is who I truly am. Then I don't have to put anything on when we go out, because I just am who I am. If you're not there, pray about it. Ask God to help you with that, because that's the most important, is to be consistent in who you are on the inside, not just on Facebook. Don't be fake. Don't be fake. Be consistent. Don't be fake. Okay, be kind with no expectations. Guys, I talk to so many people all the time, every day. We all do. I'm no different than any of you. We talk to people all the time. None of us are busier than the other. And I have no expectations. That way, if they don't join, I'm not upset. Don't let it get to you, and don't take it personal, because you're going to waste so much time that you could be growing, doing nothing for yourself by thinking about why they didn't join. What did I do wrong? Why? Don't do that. Just love people well, and it'll all work out. And I know that sounds like, yeah, that's sweet, Lane, but I'm still at silver, and I have been for 3 years. Keep doing the things and do more. Suzanne Landry today talked to me about the challenge that I'm doing right now and how that's helping her, because she needs to message more people. She's been feeling stuck. So she's looking to see what she can do differently, better, more of. Shout out to her for doing that, for growing, for looking for things to do different. Keep going, guys. All right, personal growth. So, you know, I'm going to put a little spin on this, because this is just Lane's way of thinking. Personal growth, I was stuck at Senior Ruby because I refused to get into the trenches of my heart. I refused to do any kind of personal growth. This is what happened. And then that's why God gave me Krista. Krista and I have went through so much of that, and she's helped me with that so much. But you know what? God has helped me with that so much. God has literally made it clear to me that I have to read the books. I have to watch the trainings, listen to the trainings. I have to look at others and quit trying to do it all on my own, because that is prideful, and I won't grow that way. I always want to do things my way, my way, my way. Well, they did it like that, but I do it like this. That's not one Plexus. That's not teamwork, and you won't go diamond. That's what he told me. So self-growth has changed my world. Reading the books, plugging into the trainings, looking into what Enneagram number you are. Like, do it. It's not just a popular fad thing. My sister is a counselor, and she learned about it years ago. It's just now all of a sudden popular, but it's been a thing for a long time, and it's working. Figure out what you are, and try to figure out whoever you're talking to, what they are, because that'll help you in talking to them. Self-growth is important, but there's a but here, and I wrote it really big. But, you know what? There's a lot of people right here on this team and all over the world that are all about self-growth. And they're reading all the books, and they watch all the trainings, and they've seen it all, but they've spent their whole entire day doing just that. You're not going nowhere, fellers. You're not going to go nowhere. You have to apply it. Spend as much time, if not more, applying what you learn, or it's not doing you any good. I know, truth bomb and kind of rude and kind of bold, very bold, but it's the truth. It's the dadgum truth is what I was going to say. Apply it. If you're not applying it, you're wasting your time. It's not going to do you any good. So self-growth is very important. I believe that the reason that God held me at Senior Ruby is because I was too prideful, like I said, and rebellious and stubborn to ask for help. Ask your upline. Say, okay, I want to do this self-growth thing. Ask me the hard questions and then answer them honestly. Do it. Do it. It'll grow you. If you don't do it, you'll stay stagnant. Okay. There's one page. Okay. Bob Heilig, and I think it was Bob. It might have been Jennifer Leith. Somebody at convention that was awesome asked us the question, what is your financial goal? What's the number? So I want you guys to write down, yes, I am rebellious. Did you not know that, Brooke? I want you to write down your number. What next year, if you can make whatever amount of money, write that down right now on your paper. He asked us to do that. First of all, I want to say something. Money does not buy happiness. It is not going to change your whole world. And at the end of the day, at the end of this life, that is not more important than a relationship with Jesus Christ and where you're going. I want you guys to know that I know that. I'm making pretty good money right now as Emerald. Although I'm not reaching my rank this month and it's kind of stressing me out. But I'm making good money. Way good compared to what we used to make. And it doesn't change anything other than your bank account and the possibilities of blessing people financially. You can still bless people if you only have $1. So I just want to put that out there. But it does change a lot of things. And I'm in tears so many times. What happened yesterday? Something happened yesterday that I don't even remember that I was in tears about. I really can't remember at this point. But tears happen all the time. Like, just little things. We went to a restaurant a couple of days ago with our family, and I let the kids get whatever they want at the restaurant. First of all, we ate out. Second of all, I let them get whatever they want. We're not going to do that all the time, but it's because of Emerald, because of Plexus, I can do that sometimes if I want. And it's really flippin' awesome. And I love it, and I'm proud of it, and I worked hard for that. And used to, I didn't want to say those things. I want to say, well, I have an amazing team, and God is good, and those things are very true. And I give credit where credit is due. But you know what? Your hard work pays off, and it's okay to enjoy that and relish in that and be proud of that. Okay. Financial goal. Did you write it down? I literally don't understand math and numbers. I only passed math in high school because I cheated. Promise. Mr. Strong's class, Brooke, you probably know. I cheated in high school, and that is how I passed. I didn't care about numbers, and I still don't care about them. It's just not in me. So what I wrote down is things that I would love to see happen. Which is like being able to have a setup for my Gammy and Papa Ross. They're both in very bad health, and is at the point that they don't know what to do, and they're probably going to have to go to a nursing home and not be able to be together in their home. And whatever it is that we thought they'd be able to get, like somebody coming in the home, they didn't, I don't even know how to explain it, qualify for. So anyways, my financial number is having them a place that they can be together forever, all the way up into heaven. My mom I would love to bless my mom financially, just to where she doesn't have to work the rest of her life. Things like that. That's what I wrote down. Didn't know that was going to happen. But that's what I wrote down. That's my financial goals. It's not necessarily a number, but things like fun vacations. I want to take all my sisters to Ireland. Just crazy things. That's my number. And then Bob, after everybody wrote down their number, he said, now double that. And you can do that. You can do that. It's just choices. It's doing all these things every day, whether you feel like it or not. Because there's going to be days you don't feel like it, and you're going to have to get over yourself. Happens to me all the time. This morning, I didn't feel like it when I first woke up. I didn't feel like it until we had prayer time. Okay, this is a good one. I know Bob said this. Leaders are not avoiders. How many of us are avoiding things? Me. Oh my goodness, this changed my world. I've got this right down everywhere. Leaders are not avoiders. So my Instagram, oh no, I'm getting low on battery. my Instagram messenger is full. This morning it was full. That's why I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, stresses me out. Well, that's dumb. First of all, we shouldn't be stressed out about those things. And there's a quote that I'm going to give you about feeling overwhelmed in a minute. Where was I going? Leaders are not avoiders. So oftentimes I would open my messenger and I'm like, I don't even know where to start. And so I just swipe it off the screen and go to something else like the Dough app. Because it's easy and it's organized and dit. Guys, that's not leadership. Leaders tackle it. Guess what? My Instagram message thing is empty right now. Well, I might have had more come in during this live, but it's empty because you know what I told myself this morning? I said I'm going to be a leader. I'm not going to be an avoider. I'm going to go Sapphire somehow, some way. I'm doing it. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. One of the first things I ever learned at my first convention or leaders retreat is if you want to be a diamond, you got to act like a diamond. And from that moment, I was probably a gold ambassador. I started acting like a diamond. And when I wasn't, I would kick myself in the butt and start it again. Leaders are not avoiders. Write that down all over your life because you'll need a reminder of it. You get to the next level by a completely different way of thinking. Okay, I think, Krista, you were in this training with me, I think. But they showed a video of a piece of art that if you looked at it one way, you saw a giraffe. If you looked at it the other way, you saw an elephant. So if you've got that link, put it in the comments, or if not, I will. But it's all about how you think about it, guys. It's all about how you think about it. I have excuses. You have excuses. We all have excuses. We all have difficulties. We all have all those things. But every day, you can wake up and you can choose how you look at that day. I will dominate this day or this day will dominate me. One of the two things is going to happen and you get to choose and nobody else dictates that. Nobody else. Circumstances do not dictate that. You dictate that. You have that power of how you think. You don't have power over, I don't have power if I'm going to have service or not half the time. I don't have power how my kids are going to be acting half the time. I mean, let's just get real. Sometimes they stink. Sometimes they're acting horrible. And I don't always have a way of controlling that. I don't have power of how our day's going to go, if we're going to get stuck. Life on the road isn't always easy and wonderful and beautiful. But I have power of how I think about those things. Oh, wow, we're out of service for 2 hours. And the kids are flipping out in the back and they're losing their minds. I can be mad, feel sorry for myself, and think, how am I going to do this with these circumstances? Or I can turn the phone off. I can come back here to this table that they're sitting at, and I can start reading Farmer Boy to them, Little Laura Ingalls Wilder Farmer Boy, and just relish in that moment and love them well. It's a choice. I know I'm going long, but this is a training, and I'm passionate about it, and just want you to know that. Okay. You must create goals for your business from possibility, not your current circumstances. So what circumstances are holding you back from not just going to that next rank, but having diamond thinking? These ranks are fun and they're good and you got to do them. But my mindset has been diamond and nothing less from the time that Michael called me on the phone and said, you're going to be a diamond. That's it. What circumstances are keeping you from that? Guess what? That's an excuse. It's not your circumstances keeping you from that. It's right here. It's right here. And don't be lazy. A lot of this is laziness. A lot of the times that I've been stagnant is laziness. Period. There's no way to sugarcoat it. There is a way, but I'm not going to. Laziness. Get up an hour earlier. Stay up an hour later. It's going to be worth it. Okay? I feel like I need to smile and be all woo-hoo for a minute because this is getting really hot and heated, but it's good stuff. Okay, and hopefully there's people like me that need stuff like this and love it and thrive on it because I do. This is the kind of trainings that I need. Scarcity mindset. So this has changed me and Michael's whole world. Ever since this, we have changed things about our every single day, and it's been awesome. We write on our whiteboard every morning what things need to be done today in the priority of them being done, and every moment, like if we see each other, like if I see him on his phone or he sees me on my phone, we say, are we adding value to our lives? Whatever we're doing right now is adding value to our lives. If not, we put it down. Little things, you need an accountability partner. And don't think, well, I don't have that. My husband. Nope. That's circumstance. Find one. A scarcity mindset is a belief that there will never be enough. As a result, your actions and thoughts stem from a place of lack. I'm going to say that again because I want you to write this down. A scarcity mindset is belief that there will never be enough. As a result, your actions and thoughts stem from a place of lack. There will never be enough time, right? There will never be enough peace and quiet in my home. There will never be enough people on my team. There will never be enough mindset. Change it. Change it up. Because if you don't, you can't grow. And I'm telling you, life is too short to not switch your mindset and run and dream and go. Because it's for everybody who wants it and willing to do it, to do the things. You can't attract people you want without repelling people you don't want. This could go so many different ways. What I want to touch on this is there's always people in this community, other women that we can link up with and run with. But you have to be very careful because there's also women that are still growing and still struggling and that can easily bring you down. And it's okay to not link arms with them. It's okay to love them well and to breathe positivity into them, but don't link arms with them. You don't want to attract any negativity. Okay? That's all I'm going to say on that. But it was very, very good, I thought. Your story and your thoughts are going to create your future. So what are your thoughts? I can't, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, or I will, I can, and I'm doing it. What are your thoughts? Write them down and put them all over your house. And stop yourself. If you feel yourself thinking things that aren't of that, then stop it. Stop it right then. Tell yourself to stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it. Somebody can put that link in there too. Okay. I only have a few more things. Here. Write this down. Write this down. It's so good. Overwhelmed is a reaction and defense mechanism. Whoa, boom. As women, we're bad about that, guys. I'm overwhelmed. How many of us say that and think it all the time? Stop it. It's the new cuss word, and I need you to stop. I have tried so hard since convention to not use that word one time, and I haven't used it one time out loud, but I have thought it, and I've had to kick myself in the butt a few times. Stop it. Stop with that word. It's a reaction and a defense mechanism. It's also an excuse. I'm overwhelmed. I can't. I don't know how many times I've said that to Michael on this trip. Because listen, I do live in a trailer, and I promise that hours and hours, sometimes that roll into days, go by that I literally am not alone. Not even in the bathroom. It's a camper. Like there's no quiet. There's no privacy. None. And I was really bad to say that. I'm overwhelmed. I can't. Nope. Not doing it. It's a reaction. It's a defense mechanism. It's a lazy factor. It's a, I don't want to do those things. I don't want to push through. I'm not going to because I'm lazy and I'm overwhelmed. It's truth. You are not applauding me. Okay. As I said earlier, used to I thought, oh, I don't want to take anybody compliments and stuff like that. I want to give all the credit to God and all the credit to the team and all that. You should give credit to your teams because you wouldn't be there without them. My team knows this. God knows this. They're not applauding you. They're applauding your gifts. And your gifts are from God. So be proud of that. Use your gifts and be proud of those. I hope my battery's not about to die. I'm going to look here. Oh, it's not letting me. Okay, so I'm just going to hurry. Okay, I wrote this all in caps locks, which means it's great, and you need to write it down too. I know I keep saying that, but really, writing these things down has changed my whole world, and I believe that's why I'm at Emerald, because I'm doing this stuff. The only thing that will disappear fear is action. The only thing that will disappear fear is action. Boom. I don't even need to say anything else. That's just a truth bomb right there. Okay, I'm going to leave you with 2 things. I wrote these down. What is your financial goal? Like we talked about earlier, you wrote it down. Now I want you to put that somewhere. Make a dream board. If you don't know what a dream board is, search it in our team page. I'm sure that there's a post on it. Do it. It'll change things for you. And have it visible for you, your husband, your family, whoever you live with, for everyone to see. And do it. And start tearing off those dreams one by one, because you can. Number 2, what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? I know, I've always had this thought. He's like, don't think about that. But Bob Hiley did, so I can if I want. What do you want people to say about you at your funeral? How do you want your life being described? I want you to write that down. Because it matters. And you don't need to wait until you get old to create that. Right now's the time. You're creating it right now. Today, you're creating it. Do you know what I want people to say about me? Things that I used to not believe about myself. Lane was an entrepreneur. Lane was an intelligent woman. Lane was fun and adventurous and loving and giving and kind. Lane never said no to a good time. Sometimes to a fault. Lane admitted when she was wrong. Lane chased after crazy dreams and she crushed fears. Lane failed. She failed so bad, but she used that to bring God glory, to show others that he can forgive. If he can forgive her, he can forgive anybody. Lane was a walking testament of the grace of Jesus Christ. Lane made a decision to change the future of her family, to break off generational curses. And she did it, and she didn't look back. Even when people didn't believe. Even though, ... That's what I want. That's what I want people to say. And anything else great would be good too. And great pictures. There needs to be great pictures on that slide board. No bad ones where my nose looks fat. Really though, think about that. And I want you to write that down. Because I feel like it'll change things for you. And that's all I got, folks. That's it. I love you guys. I love doing this with you. We are on the very best team ever. Guys, this team is going diamond. Krista is chasing those dreams. It's not even a thing like Krista wants to go diamond this month. It's a thing like God told her to do it. God put it on her heart. And sometimes this month it's not making sense. Their life is crazy. But she's leading us by example of running even when it doesn't make sense, of going after that goal even if it doesn't make sense. Her and I have both gone after goals and missed it bad. We've missed it like so far. But it feels flipping awesome because you didn't quit when the numbers didn't add up. That's a rock star. That's a rock star. So as we run for Diamond this month, it's not about making sure everybody gets their 100 PV. It's about making sure everybody's tried Active, everybody's tried MetaBurn, everybody's been contacted and been loved on and been thanked for their service, for being your customer. It's people over points, yes, but treat it like a business. Be a part of this Diamond month. Don't just watch it happen. Be a part of it. Run, link arms, reach out to your team. Oh my goodness, we're doing this. This month we are making sure that everybody has tried this combo or whatever. Oh, somebody hasn't tried Joyome in your downline? Send them a sample. Love on them well. That's how you rank. Loving people well. Don't be left out. Don't just watch this team go diamond. Link arms and go. Do it. And then you go. And you do the crazy things. And you run even when it doesn't make sense. And you be okay with whatever that outcome is because you're not going to stop running anyways. Okay? All right. My phone is literally about to die and I'm just rambling at this point. I love you guys very much. And I love you, Krista. Diamond Ambassador, Krista Deary.